Happy Tuesday afternoon and welcome into the locker room presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond. I'm your host, Namath Pitts. We've got a great show in store for you guys today. As always, we have great local news, great local sports. Don't forget to like our East Alabama Now page so that you don't miss the locker room. We're on air every day at 5 p.m. right here on all of our digital media, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. So don't forget to watch us each and every day. Again, East Alabama's Now, the locker room presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond. EAN News comes on every night at 6:30 p.m. It's your local news with Mike Stedham and Katie Edwards. You have your local weather with John Holder, and then I bring you your local sports. We're looking at all the local regional matchups for volleyball in just a little while on EAN News. Again, so make sure to like our East Alabama Now page and like our EAN News page. Let's get straight into things today, though. Let's go out to Lamar Field with our Lindsey Barger, Really Real Real Estate. Let me tell you a little bit more about Lindsey Barger, who's a realtor at Really Real Real Estate in Oxford. Do you love where you live? Well, together, let's make your home dreams a reality. She specializes in home buying, selling, and investing. Whether you want to buy a personal home, buy land to build a dream home, sell a rental home, or buy a home to flip and resell, she's your friend through it all. She would love to guide you in the process. So if you're ready to buy or sell, call her today, Lindsey Barger, at 256-441-2389. 256-441-2389. And do not forget to like and follow her on Facebook and Instagram at lindseybarger.realtor. Again, that's her name, lindseybarger.realtor. And let's go out to Lamar Field where we were at last night for senior night for the Oxford Yellow Jackets flag football. Ashlyn Burns, Aaliyah Kelly, and Taylor Gaither right there, the seniors for the Oxford women's flag football team. And how about Nathan Gober with the camera last night? Hewitt Trustful on offense. A quick pass right here. Touchdown, Huskies. Yes, that's Nathan and Ashley Gober out at Oxford last night getting all the highlights. Oxford now on offense. Quarterback Gabrielle Lindsay hands the ball off to McKinley Mosley. Here we are right here. This is a direct snap to McKinley Mosley, who takes it around the far side before being tackled on downs. Oxford quarterback Gabrielle Lindsay now here with a deep pass, almost connected with Skylar Brooks. Great effort by Skylar Brooks, but just came up short. Gabrielle Lindsay this time back in the air again, breaks a little play right there and connects with Kylie Stevens for a big reception and a big play. Look at this catch by Kylie Stevens to bring that in. Great play by the Yellow Jackets. It would be tackled on downs by the Huskies right here. How about this camera work? Nathan and Ashley Gober. Coach Wes Brooks talking to his team at the end of the first quarter before they get ready to start the second quarter. And how about the facilities that they play on? Oxford still on offense. Quarterback Gabrielle Lindsay connects with senior Ashlyn Burns for the touchdown. Oxford finds the touchdown. How about them LED lights? Look at this slow motion replay. Gabrielle Lindsay, great play in the air. Look at this catch by senior Ashlyn Burns. Watch this right here, guys. In the hands, touchdown Yellow Jackets. Oxford, unfortunately, would fall short last night, 20-6 on senior night to Hewitt Trustville. But Gabrielle Lindsay, Ashlyn Burns, Kylie Stevens, and a lot of others had a lot of great plays. McKinley Mosley, Skylar Brooks. There's a lot more that I can mention that you didn't see in the highlights. But the Oxford Yellow Jackets would fall 20-6 to Hewitt Trustville on senior night. But overall, it was a great showing by the Yellow Jackets as they prepare for the state playoffs and look to bounce back and make another appearance in the Super 7. Just as they did a year ago. Coach Westbrooks does a great job with the Oxford Yellow Jackets as always, and we look forward to continuing to cover them throughout the playoffs and hopefully get some home playoff games here at Lamar Field so you can get more highlights. Nathan and Ashley Gober can work a camera unlike anybody I've ever seen. They do all the productions and graphics, everything you see, so credit goes to them behind the scenes for making this happen. You wouldn't realize it's a three-person team that makes the locker room happen each and every day, and they are the biggest reason for that. Let's shift now. Let's talk esports. The Piedmont Bulldogs are gearing up for competition tomorrow and Thursday. And this is it's actually split up by games. So again, PlayVS is the company that the HSA has picked to help with esports. Their platform sets up the schedules. It keeps up with the standings for each esport. There's multiple esports: League of Legends, Rocket League, Madden, Super Smash Bros., Mario Kart, NBA 2K, Hearthstone. There's a lot going on in Alabama. Piedmont Super Smash Brothers team plays on Wednesday. So tomorrow, the Piedmont Super Smash Brothers team will play. And then their Rocket League team and their Madden football team, as you see in the graphic right there, are going to play on Thursdays. Piedmont usually plays at 4 o'clock every, again, Wednesday and Thursday for those teams. And so This is a team that typically plays at school, but the head coach is the assistant wrestling coach. And now that wrestling season and basketball season have started up, they will be playing from home. So they're going to be playing from home. They will go back to playing from the school in the spring once wrestling and basketball season is over. So it's a little bit harder for us to get up close highlights of esports because a lot of these teams like Piedmont, Jacksonville, and Oxford during these seasons, they're playing from home. But we're going to continue to keep up with that and follow them throughout the season and continue to do things. Hey, we're just getting started on the locker room. We have got a great show in store. When we come back, we're going to talk a local Christian school making their first ever athletic appearance. We're going to talk 8U baseball, Piedmont, and we're going to talk AHSA wrestling. The season is right around the corner. We got the preseason rankings. Don't go away. You're watching The Locker Room. I'm your host, Namath Pitts. We'll be right back.
Ted's Floors and Beyond is excited to introduce our all-new outdoor living collection. Have you ever dreamed of elevating or even creating an outdoor living space, whether it be for grilling, lounging, playing, entertaining, or just winding down? Our quality tile and stone, combined with our expert craftsmanship, will no doubt create unforgettable outdoor moments with family and friends, while also enhancing the beauty and value of your home. Call us today.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Ted's Floors and Beyond brings you The Locker Room each and every day. Ted's Floors and Beyond has all your flooring needs, whether it's hardwood, laminate, carpet, tile, luxury vinyl. They have it for you right there at Ted's. You can go by their showroom there in Anniston and you can pick out what you like, want, and need, and they can do that there at Ted's. Also, they've got their partnership with Welborn Cabinet and will offer you a complete kitchen or bath makeover. That includes cabinets, countertops, flooring, backsplashes, tile showers. They can get it done there at Ted's Floors and Beyond. And now they offer you work on your outdoor space, whether it's an outdoor kitchen, patio, or living space. They have specially made outdoor tiles and stones that can enhance your outdoor experience. Go by and see them today at their showroom in Anniston on Highway 431, right before you get to Sachs Elementary School, or visit them online at shopteds.com. That is shopteds.com. Ted's Floors and Beyond brings you The Locker Room. Welcome back in. We are going to continue to talk all local sports today. We've got a great story for you guys to kick off our second segment of the day, and starts with a new school in Oxford, Alabama, Hope Christian Academy. Hope Christian Academy opened their doors for the first time this year. It's a school in Oxford out of Lighthouse Church. They had their first ever athletic event last night when the basketball team took the court. They hosted Glen Iris Baptist School. Hope Christian Academy would fall 53-38, but for their first ever game, athletically as a school, they showed incredible effort, attitude, resilience, and passion for Jesus. TJ Thompson is the head basketball coach. Great guy. Graduate of Weaver High School, graduate of Jacksonville State University. I couldn't think of a better perfect fit to start this program, and we look forward to seeing all that Hope Christian Academy accomplishes And I know that the school leadership under Nick Burns is one of the top of any school in the state of Alabama, whether public or private. And let's go ahead and take a look at their schedule for the rest of the season. Again, they opened up with Glen Iris last night. They'll play Glen Iris again next week. And then you see Resolution Academy, Heritage Christian Academy, Coosa Valley Academy. It's a scrimmage. Heritage Christian Academy. They play all their home games at 2005 Hinton Drive, Oxford, Alabama. Again, here's the schedule for the varsity boys of the Hope Christian Academy Saints under head coach T.J. Thompson. This is going to be a up-and-coming school that is going to make a difference for Jesus first and foremost, but is obviously going to get athletic and academic scholarships. Great school, great leadership. Nick Burns has an incredible vision on what he hopes to see Hope Christian Academy become, and I have no doubts that it will reach that and even higher heights. So congratulations to T.J. Thompson on coaching his first game as a head basketball coach last night. Congratulations to Hope Christian Academy on playing their first ever athletic game as a school last night as they took the basketball court against Glen Iris Baptist School. We also are going to talk we're going to talk more youth sports today. And let's start with a cool story. It's the Piedmont Dogs, 8U fall ball baseball team. The Piedmont boys fall ball took the field last night, and we got the highlights for you guys right here by Lindsey Barger at Really Real Real Estate. Here's Oakley Haynes right here with the inside the park home run. But the Piedmont Bulldogs 8U is led by Coach Kevin Ward, Rick Jennings, Mark Musselman, and Dominic McMath. They went a perfect 10-0 in the Rainbow City Fall Rec League. This is a team, a travel ball fall ball team that plays in the fall. As you can tell, again, they play in the Rainbow City Fall Rec League. A couple coaches from the different areas coming together. Here's Oakley Haynes again. Thank you to Scott Haynes and Stephanie Haynes for sharing some videos and highlights with us of the Piedmont Bulldogs 8U team. And that's what the locker room's all about. We aren't just talking high school sports, guys. We want to talk youth sports. Here's some great catching again by Oakley Haynes. Our highlights are from, again, Stephanie and Scott Haynes sharing with us. So giving Oakley Haynes a little bit of coverage today. But again, that's what the locker room's all about. Local sports, not just high school, youth as well. And then we're going to show you the team right here. Here's the team after a perfect 10-0, holding up the number ones. Not a single loss on the season. The Piedmont Bulldogs 8U fall ball team. Congratulations for going undefeated in the fall Rainbow City Rec League. And again, Dominic McMath is the second. He's in the middle to the left. He's also the esports head coach for Piedmont High School. So talked a little esports, talking a little youth baseball. Dominic getting a little airtime today. All right. Welcome back in once again. Hey, this morning the preseason rankings were released for AHSAA Wrestling. AHSA Wrestling is right around the corner. The end of football season's in 2 weeks, and that means that teams are going to be ramping up practices. That means the season is going to start right around Thanksgiving, right before teams will start going and certifying at Fultondale and Hoover and a lot of different schools to get their players eligible for the season. And I wrestled. So wrestling's something that's very big to me. It's very important to my heart. And we are going to do something that I know has never been done before in local wrestling. We're going to cover it every single night. We're going to cover basketball and wrestling. We're going to have somebody doing wrestling highlights, somebody doing basketball highlights every night. Mark my words. That's what the locker room is going to do. I want to walk through all these AHSA preseason 1A through 4A. Now, wrestling is set up in 1A through 4A. So 1A, 2A, 3A, and 4A are all one. They wrestle against each other. Then you have 5A, which wrestles just 5A, 6A, which wrestles just 6A, and then 7A, which wrestles just 7A. So that's how it's split up. But we have the preseason rankings for Class 1A through 4A for you guys, and we're going to walk through that. It may be hard for you to see these, so I'm going to go ahead and walk through these for you. Right now in the preseason rankings, Weaver is the number one team in the state, so they are predicted to repeat as state champions. Asheville's number 2, Madison County 3, St. James 4, and Dora 5. Sacs came in at number 9, Ranburne at 7. So a couple local teams. Keep an eye on, I'm telling you right now, keep an eye on Sacs right there at number 9. And also another sneaky good team this year, White Plains. They return almost everybody, if not everybody. They lose Luke Campbell, and Luke Campbell's essentially all they lose. So they return everybody, had 8 in blood round a year ago. And 106. Now, we don't know what these weight classes are going to be like because it's too early in the season. Some guys go up, some guys go down. But if you look in that top left corner right there, you're going to see 106. Right now, Oak Grove's David Hill is predicted the top guy in 106. He is the defending state champion at 106. Briley Carter is number 2 right there, is the state runner-up from Ohatchee. Dalton Finks, number 3, he's at Weaver. And then Tristan Garrett's number 4 at Sachs. So we got 3 guys in Calhoun County sitting right here at 2, 3, and 4 in the preseason rankings for 106. In 113, Tanner Jarrell of White Plains, the defending state champion, is predicted number 1 right here in the preseason polls. He's the only local guy right now in the top 6 in the Calhoun County 113 weight class division. 120, Mason Hom is the runner-up in 120. He lost to Dora last year. Jaden Rouse is currently predicted number 1 at 120. But right now you've got Mason Hom at number 2 from White Plains. Jackson Tulasega is number 4 from Ohatchee. So we got 2 local guys, White Plains and Ohatchee, coming in the 120 weight class division. 126, Braden Driver from Ranburne is sitting at number 3 in the 126 weight class. Truth Thurman is sitting in 5th from Sachs, and Isaac Duke is in 6th from Piedmont. 3 local guys inside the 126 weight class division. 132, the Pleasant Valley Raiders, Barron House. Great wrestler, great athlete. Barron House is sitting number 1 in the 132 weight class division, and he is the only person in Calhoun and Cleburne County that is ranked preseason in 132. In Class 138, Austin Mayfield from Cleburne County. He is on the verge of winning a state championship, guys. Austin Mayfield is one heck of a wrestler, one heck of an athlete. He is number 2 in the 138 weight class division. Damian Winfrey from Alabama School for Blind is number 3. Walter Welburn's Noah Screws is at number 5 in the 138 weight class. David Herrick from Cherokee County is number 1. That's your preseason rankings for the Class 138. Let's move to 145. At 145, you have Deshaun Kirby Barnes from Weaver sitting at number 3 and Caleb Tidwell sitting at number 6. Those are the only 2 guys in the 145 weight class division. 152, sitting right there at number 6 is John Bussey. That is the only 2 guys ranked in the 152 weight class division. 160, there was no nominations for 160, which is a little odd, but there was none at the time. 170 weight class division, Caden Thornton from Weaver is sitting at the top. Curtis Daniel is in 3rd from Ranburne, and Deacon Engel is tied for 4th and 5th right there from Ohatchee. That's your 170-pound weight class. I know it says 165, 175. These weight classes are off. 182. For 182, you have from Ranburne, Zach Buchanan is at 5th. That's the only local guy at 182. 195. 195, we see Brandon Joliffe from Weaver in 5th place, but that is the only current local guy ranked within the 195-pound division. At 220, Andrew Salter from Welborn is ranked number 2. Andrew Salter, he's a senior, and this is only going to be his 2nd year wrestling. He placed in his 1st year as a wrestler. Andrew Salter 2nd. Zayden Benefield from Ranburne is 3rd. Those are your only 2 guys ranked in the top 220. At heavyweight, 285, Connor Crump sits in 3rd from Pleasant Valley. That is your only ranked player or only ranked wrestler in the 285-pound division. That is your 1A through 4A preseason rankings for wrestling. Again, the Weaver Bearcats, Coach Andrew Fulmer, and the Bearcats are currently ranked number 1 coming into the season as they are back-to-back state champions. Coach Fulmer does a phenomenal job leading that program at Weaver. We've got some great coaches in Calhoun County. We've got great wrestling. You go all the way around. Todd Manning at White Plains. Goki does a great job at Sachs. You continue to go around. Everybody knows Hartzog at Alexandria is a legend. There's so many more around the area. Ohatchee's led by Coach Finley, and obviously he has a great assistant as well. I forgot his name off the top of my head, but very intelligent when it comes to wrestling. Oxford, Rusty Mayfield does a great job at Oxford. New facilities. Oxford's looking to bounce back in a strong season, strong way for the Yellow Jackets. Local schools that I'm missing out, not thinking about. Pleasant Valley, Coach Jonathan Nix does a great job with the Raiders. Good program as well. Donahoe does not have a program. Faith Christian does not have a program. Jacksonville Christian does not have a program. Jacksonville does not have a wrestling program. So I think that covers, Welborn, Ben Carroll did a fabulous job, did a great job in his first season as the head wrestling coach at Welborn, and I expect them to be even stronger this year. The numbers are there. They also got a new wrestling facility and wrestling room. And then, of course, out in Cleburne County, Tyler Mayfield does a great job out there as well. Ranburne has great coaching as well. Strong, rich traditional program. We have really strong wrestling in Calhoun and Cleburne County, and we'll be following that all throughout the year. Hey, when we come back, we're going to talk Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics. We talked about the cheer competition yesterday. We're going to kind of update you on where things are football-wise in the division standings, and we're going to look ahead to this week's games. Don't go away. You're watching The Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.
Ted's Floors and Beyond is excited to introduce our all-new outdoor living collection. Have you ever dreamed of elevating or even creating an outdoor living space, whether it be for grilling, lounging, playing, entertaining, or just winding down? Our quality tile and stone, combined with our expert craftsmanship, will no doubt create unforgettable outdoor moments with family and friends, while also enhancing the beauty and value of your home. Call us today.
Welcome to Room by Room Home Furnishings, a locally owned and operated furniture store located in Oxford, Alabama. We've been serving Northeast Alabama and the surrounding area since 2007. We offer stylish and affordable new arrivals and all the top trends to help you get a cozy and homey atmosphere with hand-picked home furnishings and decor to fit anybody's style and budget with knowledge, personality, and good vibes. Let Room by Room in Oxford, Alabama help you score amazing deals and turn your house into a home.
Wait, this isn't a game. It's your basement. It's filling with water. And even worse, it's 2 a.m. Who are you gonna call? Time's up. We'll come out 24/7, 365, any day, any time to put out any fires. Well, not actual fire. There's a better number for that. But when it comes to plumbing, call One Tom Plumbing.
Welcome back into The Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond. Again, if you have not liked our East Alabama Now page, don't forget to like it. You don't want to miss a single show. We're here every day, Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. We're actually going to be in Huntsville later this week talking volleyball regional tournaments. You're not going to want to miss that. Again, let's keep talking things. Let's talk Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics. It's been a couple weeks since we got you guys up to speed on where things stand, and we have got some big games this week. So let's go ahead and catch you up on the division standings, starting with the small division. And of course, we're going to start with the sophomores. The Piedmont Bulldogs, as we enter week 8, only 2 weeks left of the regular season before we get ready for the playoffs. Piedmont sits at the top of the sophomore division, undefeated in the small division, 1 loss against the big division. Ohatchee and Weaver, 2nd and 3rd right here, 3-2, 0-1 against the big division. Sac sits in 4th right now at 3-1 against the small division, 1-1 against the big division. Pleasant Valley is sitting just outside right there. White Plains still winless on the season, and so is Welborn, but one of them is going to get their first win of the season this week. All right, the junior division. Coach Dustin Screws and the Ohatchee Indians, they are still undefeated in the small division. They got 1 loss to Alexandria, 6-0 in overtime. That's their only loss of the season. The Weaver Bearcats are 4-1, 0-1 against the big division. Piedmont sits there at 3-2. They're 1-0 against the big division. Sacs Wildcats, led by my brother Dalton Rozelle, they got a big game against Weaver this week. They're 2-2 overall, and against the small division, 1-1 against the big division. Walter Welborn Panthers, Jonathan Screws' team, 2-3 against the small division, 1-0 against the big division. White Plains sits just outside. Again, Welborn and White Plains will play this week. White Plains is 1-4, 0-1 against the big division. And Pleasant Valley, still winless on the season so far for the Raiders. For the senior division, Piedmont and Ohatchee, both undefeated in small division play. You get the 1-0 against the big division for Piedmont. Ohatchee is 0-1, with their loss being to Alexandria. White Plains is sitting there at 3-2, 0-1 against the big division. Weaver's 2-3, 0-1 against the big division. Welborn 2-3. Big opportunity for Welborn against White Plains this week to try to create some chaos right there for Coach Wormy Haynes and Scott Haynes. Sacs still winless on the season. Looking tough. They got Pleasant Valley, who's 0-4 right there. Sacs is going to face Weaver this week, but Sacs and Pleasant Valley are still winless. Look at this right here. The Anniston Bulldogs and Jacksonville Golden Eagles, both undefeated. Big game this week, and we will be there with all the highlights next Monday. Anniston and Jacksonville, the sophomore division, undefeated. Oxford A and Oxford B sit there tied right now on 3-4. Alexandria right outside at number 5. Lincoln 6. Mumford, the Lions are winless on the season. Still looking for their first win. How about this right here? Jacksonville, the Golden Eagles, sitting at the top, undefeated. Alexandria is 4-1, 1-0 against the small division. The Anniston Bulldogs, we got the number 1 and number 3 team right here. Jacksonville and Anniston facing off this week. Again, we're going to be there. We're going to have all the highlights next Monday. Lincoln's sitting at 3-3, 500 on the season. Mumford right there. Oxford B still winless. Oxford A still winless. They got one win against the small division. Oxford A does. But outside of that, both those teams, Oxford B and Oxford A, sit at the bottom. And for the senior division, Alexandria. They are unbelievable. Stacy Creel does a great job with this team. They're undefeated so far. And then here we go. You see what's happening here, guys? There's some big games this week between Anniston and Jacksonville. I don't know if you figured that out yet, just looking at these graphics. I figured that out pretty quickly. We got all the highlights, again, next Monday. Just telling you once again, how about really real real estate right there, Lindsey Barger? We got all them highlights next week. Oxford A sitting right there at 1-3 on the season, 2-0 against the small division. Oxford B's 1-3. 1-1 against small division. Mumford, 0-5. Their only win of the season was against the seniors of Sachs. And then Lincoln is 1-5 on the season. And that is your division standings as we enter week 8. Just want to refresh your mind on all the division standings. Let's go ahead and look at the games for this week for Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics as we look forward to Saturday. Let's go ahead and look at all the games. You see them right here. Oxford B at Alexandria. Jacksonville at Anniston. This is a big game between, really, these teams are in the top 3 of each division standing, sophomore, junior, seniors. That's a big one, Jacksonville at Anniston. We're going to be there. Mumford's at Oxford A at Lamar Field. Pleasant Valley's at Lincoln. Ohatchee goes to Piedmont. That's a big game. That's a championship game in the senior division between Ohatchee and Piedmont. Both of them are undefeated right there in the small division right there. So that is a big game between Ohatchee and Piedmont. Sachs and Weaver. Weaver has essentially been almost unstoppable in the junior division. Sachs Junior feels really good about what they can present as challenges to the Weaver program this week. Sachs goes to Weaver. Big opportunity for the junior division team right there. And then White Plains at Welborn, though. This is really more so playoff seeding, trying to get in the gold bracket and stay out of the silver bracket. But White Plains is at Welborn this week at the Hill. And I believe we are possibly going to have highlights of Welborn as well next Monday. I'm not positive on that, but I think that's a school that we could have highlights from as well next Monday. But we will have to let you guys know later on whenever we figure out our schedule for this weekend. But I know I will be at Jacksonville and Anniston, which is at Anniston. Big game. We're going to have the football highlights, cheerleading highlights, all of that next Monday within the locker room. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. That's all we've got on the locker room. Don't forget to follow EAN News. I'll see you guys there in just a little bit with all your local sports, all the regional volleyball matchups, I should say. I'll see you there. Don't miss it. We'll see you guys later.